really enjoyed my first experience at ConverCon. Really interesting speakers. Really liked the talk about the future and AI, but also some of the more practical stuff on a customer experience level. Really enjoyed the pragmatism of a lot of the speakers as well. I think a lot of people talk about AI in terms of acceleration and where it's going, but I think a lot of the speakers spoke about that, it is going to take a little bit longer, and we need to build stuff that's practical immediately as opposed to building big expansive systems. So they're definitely my key takeaways. Really enjoyed the event. I think it's going to be definitely one we're going to see in the future.
I have to say I didn't know much about ConverCon before I came here. I'm not sure what my expectations were, but it was brilliant. It was really interesting. The speakers were great. It was very engaging, and I would definitely come again if it's on next year.
The place is crowded. People are excited about it. And there's lots of different people from different walks of life and different companies that are all beginning to hone in and talk about the same thing. So there's something happening here.
The momentum around AI generally is really growing, and what was really exciting about this conference today was to see so many of the big pillar companies like the Microsofts, the Googles and Facebook, which they were alongside some of the smaller startups who are doing incredibly niche but interesting things. So what we would get out of today is actually seeing the depth of what everybody else is doing. We learned a huge amount about what their research is telling them, how chatbots should work, how they should speak, how they should interact, what consumers are telling them, and we can apply those learnings hopefully to our next evolution of our chatbot.
Really good to hear some interesting views on how AI is sort of going to take over, I think, the world of customer service, and good to listen to people talk and open freely about the sort of new market and some good questions.
I think my favorite kind of thing from today was kind of focusing on one thing and doing it really well. Otherwise, kind of working with chatbots is going to be very, very difficult.
I liked the fact that there were an awful lot of women as speakers, which is generally difficult to organise given the numbers within the industry. So there were lots of alternate opinions that you wouldn't necessarily received.
So ConverCon so far has been absolutely fantastic. The main thing I like about the conference so far, and we're only halfway through, is that the focus is very much on the customer, the consumer, and how interfaces can help the consumer, not only the enterprise to make their lives better, but to help the consumer in their lives. So really, really excited to hear what different people are saying about that.
I was really excited to come along today. I think conversational interfaces are definitely the future. It's about time that technology stepped up and interacted with us in more human-like ways instead of making us interact with it in computer-like ways. So I think definitely big, exciting things ahead.